This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of June 3rd, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Wes Mills. The three-day pop culture and comic convention known as PopCon kicks off today in Indianapolis. From superheroes and sci-fi characters to tabletop and video games, the event offers a little bit of everything in many genres. PopCon president and founder Carl Doninger says the locally grown event, now in its 9th year, must continue to market itself to build an international reputation.
Obviously, we want to continue growing our attendance, so that goes back to our branding and marketing. We just need to get people more word. When somebody first hears of PopCon, they don't necessarily know what that means, so it's a constant education. We want to be an international brand.
The in-person event was canceled in 2020 because of the pandemic, but returned last year at the Indiana Convention Center and drew 26,000 fans. A Lebanon-based lawn care equipment manufacturer plans to expand and move next year into a new $5 million, 40,000-square-foot building. Our partners at the Indianapolis Business Journal report Steel Green Manufacturing will lease space in the building that is now under construction near Interstate 65 and State Road 39. The company specializes in designing and manufacturing stand-on, zero-turn sprayer and spreader machines for the commercial industry. The company says the expansion will allow it to add 10 to 12 more employees when it moves next May. Trine University and Fort Wayne-based Parkview Health are partnering on a new $40 million academic building to expand the school's teaching capacity of future healthcare workers. Trine is planning to begin construction on the 120,000-square-foot four-story facility once it receives necessary approvals. Trine and Parkview will apply for rezoning of a 10-acre parcel of land on the city's northeast side. The partners say the Trine Fort Wayne campus will employ 100 faculty and staff and serve nearly 700 students in Trine's College of Health Professionals. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is brought to you by That's Good HR. With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire replacement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
Germany-based Evonik says it will expand its pharmaceutical production facility in Lafayette and create 80 jobs. The company, which produces the active ingredients for medications, says the total investment is $220 million, with the U.S. government funding up to $150 million toward the project. The plant will produce lipids for RNA-based therapies in the U.S. Evonik already operates a plant in Tippecanoe County, employing 650 workers. Construction will begin in 2023. Indianapolis-based Greenlight Guru has acquired Smart Trial, a company based in Denmark that makes an electronic data capture platform designed for medical devices and diagnostics. Financial terms of the deal were not disclosed. Smart Trial provides a data collection toolbox that helps companies comply with regulatory requirements on clinical data. Greenlight says the acquisition expands its capabilities for clinical data management for medtech companies around the world. Driving across northern Indiana is about to get more expensive, and not just because of steep fuel prices. The operator of the Indiana Toll Road has announced a rate hike of more than 9% effective July 1st. ITR Concessions says starting in July, a trip on I-90 from the Ohio State line to the Chicago Skyway will cost $13.50 for a typical two-axle passenger vehicle, a nearly 10% increase. Class 7 vehicles, such as tractor trailers, will pay nearly $160 for the cross-state route. The University of Evansville has received a $1.7 million gift from the Zane and Frances Todd Trust. The university says the funding will establish a merit scholarship fund in the family's name, which will support non-traditional students majoring in engineering, computer science, and nursing. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.